Everybody, Danny Greco, Keller Williams here, and I've got September 2022 single family housing stats to go over. And this video might be a little longer than what you're used to because there's going to be some anecdotal experience I'm going to share with here at the end of the video, because I think a lot of what the stats here are going to paint a picture suggesting one thing with the housing market, but my experience might suggest another. So stay tuned and listen for the full video to kind of get the full picture here. So remember, I look at three areas of interest here. I look at Seattle, I look at the Eastside, and I look at King County in general too. So starting with Seattle, the median sale price in September ended at $900,000, which is still up 5.9% year over year. Now, month over month, that's down from $927,000, but still up year over year. Inventory, and that's what's becoming pretty interesting, that is at 2.15, so definitely more than we've seen there in a while, and I'll touch base on that as well. That's up quite significantly from 1.4 the month before, so quite a swing in inventory, perhaps a 50% jump month over month there, which is pretty significant. Looking at the East Side, September, their median sale price is $1.35 million. That is still up 3% year over year, and month over month is flat. And if you've been following me on my updates with the East Side, that to be flat is a big victory, considering back in, I think it was April, the median sale price was 1.72. So for that to potentially bottom out at around 1.35 is good news for homeowners on the East Side. Inventory there, just under 2 months at 1.92. That's up just a little bit month over month from 1.76. King County in general, their median sale price was $875,000. That's up 6% year over year. Month over month down a little bit from $900,000 the month before. Inventory there, another significant jump. That's at 2.03 months and up from 1.6 the month before. Looking at inventory, 2.03 months of inventory in King County is the most that we have seen in 3 years. It wasn't since September of 2019 that we have been at inventory levels that high. Another metric I look at, the absorption rate, which really kind of measures buyer activity, kind of falls in line with months of inventory as well. That's at a level that has not been seen since 2018. So this might sound very doom and gloom. If you're a homeowner or a seller, it may sound very opportunistic. If you're a buyer, which it should, but this isn't necessarily telling the full story. So remember how real estate statistics work. We're always about 60 days or so behind what's happening on the ground, because I'm in the month of October now talking about stats for homes that sold in September, meaning these homes that sold in September were likely listed in August. So I'm a good 60 days or so kind of talking about data points from a market that was, 60 days or so in the rearview mirror. I can tell you anecdotally, I'm certainly not feeling this level of balance with my clients. I'd say out of 6 out of the last 8 offers I've written have been competitive, which would not fall in line with, the highest month of inventory we've seen in 3 years and lower absorption rates. Now, granted, these multiple offer situations, and all but one of them had only one other competing offer. So it's not like we're winning against 15 offers, 30 offers, like was the case in the beginning of the year. But I think it's very important to bring out, of course, that's not a data point that can be transcribed anywhere. So, but what's going on in the ground is very important to tell the full story of what the data points we're looking at here too. So it's going to be really important, really interesting to see how Q4 shapes up, especially in the mortgage world, as the very smart people I follow in that world are really projecting rates, starting in Q4, perhaps even in Q1. I think that sounds a bit bullish personally, but they're saying we could be back in the 4% by that time, which would be at least a 2-point reduction from what is available right now. So, just knowing what we know, when we see the beginning of the year and inventory is lower, demand is higher. If interest rates are lower at that time, that could really set the stage for a new, revived market that really kind of takes off. So we know when interest rates lower, purchasing power increases, and that's what pushes prices higher. So for many buyers, this could be the moment where that window might starting to be closed. If you are somebody who's maybe been beaten up through the beginning parts of this year or over the last number of years, that window of opportunity of being able to get a home without competing, maybe getting some seller concessions or buy downs or anything like that, that window might be closing. So, who knows? We'll see what happens. So Q4, Q1 of next year will be really interesting. So stay tuned and we'll bring you more info when it comes.